Fempreneur Friday is a conscious entrepreneurship community and a safe space where consciousness meets cool in divine feminine celebration and where we align over hustle.
Think about it as your own delicious happy hour for the week. It is a live, raw, and real community conversation with us, your girlfriends.
I'm Brett Sims, an entrepreneur, artist, and the founder of the global art nonprofit Stuck Designs.
And me, Stacey Wigiseria. I'm a mom, author, esthetician, self-love coach, and founder of Exalted Home and Beauty. We are here to elevate in the community and connect with you all. If you're ready to take your spirituality and business to the next level, join us. All right, hello, happy Fempreneur Friday. It is the holiday season. It's about to be Christmas. We're so excited. Welcome me, Stacey, your host, and also my co-host,
Brett. Happy Friday, guys.
Fun intro.
Yes. And we're feeling super festive today. We're looking super festive today. And our goal is really to get you guys into the holiday spirit a little bit, or just, a lighter, fun, free spirit if you happen to not be listening to this on the holidays. But today we wanted to talk about being the light in the darkness, shining your light even when it's dark, glowing in the dark. And we feel like this is like the perfect season for it because the season is all about letting your heart be light. And last week, we discussed, a lot of that, a lot about lightness, a lot about play, a lot about adding romance into your life. Mm-hmm. And so I think that this season of light, even in the darkest of winter, really is enabling us to, and giving us the audacity to, shine no matter what the circumstances are. And so we actually watched a little video before this to get us in the mood. And so we're excited to talk to you guys about this topic.
Yeah, and you know what? Thanks for sharing that video this week, Brett, because that was really inspiring. And it reminded me of just sparkling, bringing that spark. We're actually doing this thing at one of my jobs, sparkle of joy. But that makes so much sense. Just when you remember that sparkle, it is sometimes amongst the darkest times that you're able to see that most beautiful light. So how can we be that for ourselves, for people around us, and how that can be so infectious, because we were watching that video and that was so inspiring, and we were inspired by that. So it's just oh wow, how can we bring that to our audience, our community, and really just acknowledge of, okay, how can we be more and more of who we are, letting that shine when it's dark. But you know what? I love, so the video we were looking at, they were talking about a winter, right? And kind of what the woman was doing in winter, and she's from Sweden.
Yes, so yeah, it's a video from a Swedish artist. Her name is in Sweden they pronounce their J's like Y's, so it's Jana. And she is a singer, she's a painter, she does so many different things. She's a cinematographer. She won YouTube's cinematography awards. So anyway, she was celebrating St. Lucia Day, which is a day in Scandinavia where they celebrate light in the darkness and being light within darkness. So they wear this floral or very foliage crown almost, and with candle lights all around it, like a goddess crown basically. And so she did a video with this. So that's a little background story.
Yeah, it's a little context and background. But what I got from it is also being all of who you are. And then last time we were even talking about seasons, right? Just letting things be as they are.
Yes.
Not having, I know one of her lines is not having the winters be summers. How can you just really love the winter? How can you really love this season no matter what's happening? So I think that's definitely how we become a light, is that we are one presence. I know Brett talks about that a lot in our podcast, but how can we be really present to just where we are right now? How can we, who knows who's the last holiday that you're going to spend this with,
Right.
Seems friends move to different places. We had a friend, me and Casey, that's moving to Houston actually the day after Christmas. So it's like, wow, like the people that you're spending the holidays with this season or this year, you may not see them next year for the holidays again. So it's just like, whoa, how can you just look at this season with new eyes, bright eyes, like be like very joyous and
a child almost.
Yeah, like being a child, like being childlike, right? And it's fun because I get to see Keelan like really participating and putting on he was putting on the balls on the Christmas tree last night. And then he couldn't do it. He was like, I can't do it. And I was like, yes, you can, right? And then I gave him the ladder, and he was so excited to climb the ladder and put it on.
I love that. Oh my God. Putting the star on the top was like, yeah. This is it for me.
Yeah, it's the cutest. So, yeah, like how can you really encompass yourself in this season, be fully where you are, and like, not try to make it what it's not. I think that's one of the key ways to really being in the season and being the light of the season, not making what it's not, oh my gosh, I can keep on going. Brett, cut me up at any time. But the other thing is like, what I really hone in on is just like not spending what like didn't feel good to spend, right? Because there's that overload. Like you want to give, you want to be excited, but then like
but we're in a recession.
Hurts you, right? Yeah. And then even just in that alignment, like I can't make everything, but I whatever I do, if I want to make that person still feel special, I'm still going to reach out. I'm still going to say the words that makes me feel like I know that I love them and care about them, and that makes a big difference for me. So, even if it's not, however it's received on the other side, like I just want to make sure that I'm doing things that really feel aligned with me, and also being honest about what I'm not able to do. And that's that's a growth thing for me. But what would you say about sparkling in the season and being who you are?
That's why it blew my mind that I stumbled upon this video, which I will link below. But like, I was like, this is exactly what Stacey was talking about. Literally, she embraces every season. She falls in love with every season, and she films the beauty of every season and the changes within her own life that are happening in every season. It was so fascinating to watch, also because this woman I found the video of she's a Cancer like Stacey, and so it's just so like divine Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, as people call it, like Mother Gaia, like it's just like that pure embracing of the earth in its darkness, of the earth in its light, of the snow, of the sunshine, of beauty, like embracing every aspect of beauty. And I think that we can, when we bring that energy into the season, it's like we have the power to not only uplift ourselves, but to uplift others. And like Stacey was saying, like, I think that things are changing right now very quickly, very, very swiftly. And that, you never know what's going to happen, next year, who you're going to see or whatever. That's why it's so important, like, to be present and to embrace like the here and now, and like, and maybe it's not a perfect holiday. Maybe you don't have the funds you wanted this holiday, or maybe you're not in the environment you would like to be, or with the family that you would like to be with. But like, there are always ways to allow light into your heart and to spread that to others. And I'm more honestly a fan of the smaller ways and the simpler ways of showing love and spreading love, because even within my own like friend circle, it's like we were never really a group of friends who are all about like gift giving or the things. It was like more about our hearts and showing up for one another and giving, and like how we can, just like pour into one another, or just hold space for one another and spend time with one another. And I think that and holding space, especially during these stressful times, and just like that conscious aware listening, I think, to others vent, or to others share what's heavy on their hearts, enables that lightness within the collective. I feel like within collective humanity, because I think that that's really lacking right now, and because a lot of people are just like in this like lack loop, this lack spiral of like, oh, I don't know, I can't buy my family Christmas gifts. What am I gonna do? It's like there are a zillion other ways that you can do something. You can find something to bring light into this season. And like with the video below, literally she had plants and some candlesticks. Like that'll probably cost you maybe a couple dollars. like, you know, or just go to nature, like make something beautiful in nature. I just love making beautiful things during this time because I think it's a way to, you know, spread the light, spread the love. So yeah, that was, I mean, my kind of rant was a little bit as long as yours. So.
No, I love it. I love it.
But yeah, I think it's like there's so much darkness in the world right now. Like, let's be real, let's be honest. And people are struggling so much. People are internally struggling, I think. I would say almost more than they're externally struggling, but it's like the internal experience just reflects the external one. So it's like a lot of people are in this like internal pain within their hearts. They're in thinking about past memories and past people. And I think we spoke on our last episode about just, you know, you said, Stacey, like just how this season brings like, oh, I don't, you know, maybe I don't have like a partner I'm looking for. It just makes you think about family, think about closeness, and you feel like that lack maybe if you don't have it. But when you really tap into your own heart and you know that love, that source, that the light that is, you know, within this magical season is actually within you, it's like it can change that perspective. And I've been doing this Christmas meditation because my meditation teacher, who I found about a year ago, his name is Steve Noble. I can actually link that one below too. And he does various meditations just for body work, like internal body work, like tapping, and just like clearing your heart space, clearing your chakras. And so the one that he had made for Christmas, it's just been so powerful. And every day it's just kind of like clearing all that darkness out, any darkness that I'm carrying from other people, any energy that is not mine to carry. It's like cleansing that. It's like calling all your power back, calling all that light back, calling it home to your own heart. And in that is such protection. And it's been such a powerful way during the season to start my day. So I recommend that. And meditations in general, but like seasonal meditations, powerful. Very powerful.
That reminds me of an image that came to me, I think it was last year, but it's still, I wish I could share this image. That's why I wish I could be like Brett, like a painter. Maybe I am. I can be a paint because like it's like I can't explain how to get this image out.
Right.
But what I will say is it's like light, right? Like we are already light and, you know, of this universe, you know, with same thing of like how we're operating and so on. And everything else is just the resistance. So it's just like, if we can like, sometimes it feels like what we need to reach for, but it's more of like, what do we need to like let go of so we can actually be and be who we are, right? So it's like, how can we release the resistance that's sort of in the way, like any of those and it's like not shaming the shadows, because it's like I wouldn't say it's that. It's just allowing this other part to be, right? And
there's that
quote, and the other parts are just actually the contrast. So we need the contrast, just this same thing, like light and dark. We need that contrast in order for other things like bloom and grow.
Right.
So hopefully that's helpful. But the one thing I will say is, as Brett was talking, and also I'm just remembering just like times that were really hard during Christmas season or just seasons in general, because there's all kinds of seasons that are hard. But I know sometimes, especially things that would make me sad during holidays is like, especially when I wanted a partner, and or you know, just cute things that you like imagine doing with a partner. I think those times are when I just lost a partner. I thought that those
that's the worst. Yeah.
During Christmas time. So it's kind of like whatever it is you're wanting. Sometimes, like for now, I was telling Brett like I have some jealousy around her career right now. She's like vibing out on like her art and what she's doing.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I feel like we didn't really wrap up that that conversation when we were having about.
I didn't know that. But like,
wait, hold on. Let me finish this thought. Because I forgot to tell you. Okay, so obviously everybody's getting this at the same time Brett's getting it. But I forgot to tell you, because remember when I was telling you that about the podcast and the other person was talking about the relationship, like they're in different seasons?
Yeah.
But I was like, I wasn't really talking about relationship. I was talking about me being jealous over what you're doing of your career. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I was like, why didn't I say that on the episode? Because we just went into like continue to go.
Yeah.
We can all be in different seasons, right? Like I'm in different season in my career area.
We kind of talked about it.
Her. And then maybe she's thinking about like family, who knows? But maybe that's not what she's interested in. But right now, I was like, you know what? It's okay for this. Like I can be excited about what's continuing to go. That's why I was like, do you want me as your partner? All the things. Okay. Anyway, that's another podcast for a different day. But the whole point is, back to what I was saying about holidays and relationships. I think that it's so, you cannot just, what is it, bulldoze over your feelings or like,
no.
Like really, if it's sadness can be so beautiful.
You cry to a Christmas movie, like crying to like that.
Talk about that all the time. Remember, we used to watch movies, woman movies and stuff, and like start crying.
We used to binge watch movies all day long, and we used to like go out and party at night. Like I don't know who we thought we were, but
yeah.
yeah.
So,
That's
I think it's just honoring your feelings, honoring where you are, and then allowing the next step to unfold, because it's not like you're going to go from so pain to like feeling joy, but you can feel pain you can feel joy amongst your pain. Like, as you're like allowing that, like one thing can make you laugh, and then that can be even more fantastic. Like I remember
it's healing.
It's so healing. I remember feeling so horrible, and then like just watching some comedy, just like snuggling up, watching some comedy, and like something making me laugh. Like that laugh felt so nourishing, rather than just one that's happening on a regular day, right? So looking for those really nourishing moments and just like the next best feeling, and allowing yourself to just be exactly where you are. I think that is the first step.
Yeah, and I think like you were talking about being cozy. It's so interesting because I've actually been to Sweden. And I've been to a lot of like the small town like areas like she's like in the videos.